Hi, my name is Ed Diaz, and today we're going to create a sample set and assign it to the dynamic pad bank. We're going to have samples that have different tempos and also different keys, and we're going to assign them seamlessly using the Roland Fantom G, creating a new sample set and put it into the dynamic pad bank. I hope you enjoy. So we're going to create a sample set using various samples and assign them to the dynamic pad bank right over here. Okay, ultimately. So first off, let's get started in creating a sample set. From single mode, I want to go ahead and press F1 patch list, F5 sample set. Now you notice a lot of times there's going to be a lot of different initialized sample sets. So we're going to go ahead and just choose one. I'll go ahead and choose initialize sample set 1. So press F8 select. So now that we have chosen an initialized sample set, all we have to do is press list edit patch, and in order to choose the keys I want to use, just touch the actual key. So just touch the key with the 16 notes, and you'll notice every time I hit a note it changes what note, and that's right here. So look right there, and it changes. Okay, so let's go back and do some editing now. Alright, so turn this on to here. So my first sample is in that B key. Now notice tempo sync is off. If I turn tempos, Now notice tempo sync is off. So if I pressed the key to get sync is off. So if I pressed the key to play the sample, and I press the tempo button, which is right here, and then I spin the wheel, it does not change with the tempo. But as soon as I cursor down, remember using my arrow keys just to the right, these arrow keys, if I cursor down and spin the wheel, and now tempo sync reads on, now when I press the key and press tempo, it will align to the master tempo, which is right here. So now if I want to combine more than one sample, let's go ahead and hit the next key, and I'm pressing the C key, which is right here. Pressing that, and I'm going to use 3 keys, B, C, and D for this example. But remember, you have from B all the way up to D, 16 notes, because they are designed to end up in the dynamic pad bank, and that's 16. Okay? So, assigning with the second note, C, so let's use our cursor, and that's on our wheel, just to the right of the screen. I'm going to go ahead and press the enter button, which is right here, and you see I have a couple samples in here for you. So I named this one Jose F1, which stands for Jose Feliciano. And so here's how he sounds naturally. And I'm pressing the C. And that is his natural tempo. Now let's press the D key. Nothing on there right now. I'm going to go ahead and press enter. And I'm going to use this. It's Betis Bravo. It's this old Cuban Mambo King. I'm pressing the D key, and his is his natural tempo. So if I were to play 2 of these together right now, like our first one, amp, let's go ahead and play him with Betis Bravo. 3, 4. As you see, it's out of sync. Let's try him with Jose Feliciano. As you can see, all out of sync. So let's go ahead and press the B key, so it's selected that. Let's turn tempo sync on just by spinning the dial wheel to the right. Let's do the next one, Jose Feliciano. Spin the dial wheel to the right, and let's press the D key, and now we'll turn Betis Bravo tempo sync on. So now all the tempos are going to match to my tempo, my master tempo inside the Fantom. So let's go ahead and press the drums. B. Let's go ahead and take down that tempo. Good. Now let's bring in Jose Feliciano just by hitting the C key. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now this time let's go ahead and hit the amp, the B1, and we'll bring in Bettis Bravo. Now let's bring them all together. Now you're probably noticing, yes, they're all in tempo, but the Jose Feliciano sample and the Bettis Bravo sample are not together as far as in the key. So to change key, all I have to do is I'm going to choose to change it on Jose only. I'm going to cursor over to the right where it says course, this is for tuning, and I'm going to go ahead and go down one half step and another half step, so a whole step. So instead of this, I'll have this and then this. Now let's put Jose Feliciano and Bettis Bravo together and see what we have. Bring in the drums, and this is what we have. Now I have a really nice sample set ready to go. So if I like what I've just done, I can go ahead and press the red right button, which is just to the top right of the screen. Press this button, and the window comes up saying, hey, do you want to save a sample set? And yes, I do. So press F8 select. Now let's go ahead and name this, we'll just name it Ed Sample, okay? Or let's do it Ed Set, something real quick and easy. So let's press delete. And remember, if I wanted to change a capitalized letter to a lowercase, just press the cursor button right here, go down, and it changes to lowercase. Same thing if I want to turn a lowercase, say like T, to uppercase, just go up, so however you want. So press F8 for OK. And remember, if you're not sure where you want it, press enter, and you can see all the different spots you can put it. So I'll go ahead and put it number 1. That is fine. Press F8 select. Press right, it's going to say, are you sure? F7 for OK. Okay, so after it's written, now we have to put it over here so we can use it. So let's do that now. Okay, so we just wrote our sample set. Now I'm going to press the exit button one time, exit, and now we see our sample set in here. And now this window tells us what's in the keyboards, and this window tells us what's in the dynamic pad bank over here. So in essence, this is like, think of this as two different instruments, one in the keyboard and one in the pads. Okay, so first off, we have to switch the dynamic pad bank into sample set mode. So if I press pad mode right here, you're going to see this screen pop right up. And there's a whole bunch of different things we can do in here. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and choose sample pad. Press F8 select. Good. And now let's cursor. Remember using our cursors here. And let's go ahead and change this to Ed Set. Great. Now watch what happens. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to switch this so you can see. As soon as I switch it to my Ed Set, it goes ahead and gets the pads ready for me that I'm going to use. So I remember I used this key, this one, and this one. And so it's letting me know, hey, there's some samples in here you can use. Okay, so now let's go ahead and have some fun with them. Now watch this.